Hello children, welcome to another important topic of your subject, environmental management. In this particular PPT, we will be discussing about the topic water pollution, the different causes of water pollution, effects, etc. So let us move ahead. In this slide, you can see the meaning of water pollution. It is the contamination of water bodies like lakes, rivers, seas, oceans, etc., very often by human activities. This contamination happens when the pollutants are directly discharged into the water bodies without adequate treatment to remove the harmful components. And it is a major global problem and a second major concern after air pollution. Water covers around 70% of the Earth's surface, and as you all know, it is a very important resource for the people and the environment. Water is the essence of life on this earth, but it is getting affected day by day. Water pollution affects drinking water, rivers, lakes, oceans, etc. It is a common problem both in developing countries and developed countries. In this slide, you can see several pictures which depicts the gratitude of water pollution in various places. This slide explains about the sources of water pollution. It is broadly classified into two types, point sources and non-point sources. Point sources are the pollutants that enter the water resources through a single identifiable source such as a pipe. Example, discharge from a sewage plant, factory, etc. At the same time, non-point sources are those diffuse contamination which is not from a single source. It is a cumulative effect of small amount of contamination. Example, leaching out of farming areas or the wastewater which is coming from agricultural lands, etc. Now you can see the different types of water pollution here. It is divided into three: surface water pollution, groundwater pollution, and atmospheric pollution. Surface water includes the natural water which is found on the earth's surface, like which is found in the form of rivers, lakes, oceans, etc. And this gets polluted due to various reasons like sewage, industrial effluents, etc. Sewage implies the everyday household waste which is created when we cook, when we use the laundry, when we wash the cars, etc. Industrial effluents are those which are released into the water sources and which may contain toxic chemicals, acids, radioactive substances, etc. Thermal pollution is the rise or fall of the temperature in the water body due to the heat released from various industries. Synthetic detergents means the different kinds of detergent powders or washing soaps, bathing soaps, etc., which are used in washing and cleaning and which produces foam and pollute the water. Agrochemicals include different fertilizers, pesticides, and such other materials which are used for agricultural purpose and which contains uh, components like ammonia, phosphorus, nitrates, etc., which are harmful to the environment. Waste heat implies the discharge from the industrial units, and this increases the temperature of the water bodies, and it affects the survival of various sensitive species. Oil spillage refers to the leakage of spillage of oil into the seawater during various processes like drilling of oil, and this will pollute the water and it can spread over miles. The second one is groundwater pollution. Groundwater refers to the water which is available under the earth and it is less likely to be contaminated because it is beneath the earth. However, there are several reasons for contamination of groundwater also, like septic tanks, deep well injections, mining, etc. The third one is atmospheric pollution. It refers to the pollution of water bodies which is caused by air pollution. As you all know, acid rain, which is formed from the oxides of sulfur and nitrogen, it mixes with the water particles in the air and it creates acid rain. And this acid rain, when it falls into the ground, it gets washed away into the water bodies. And because of this, water bodies also get contaminated and it will spread into the body of other aquatic animals. This slide explains about the effects of water pollution. We can see here 3 points: death of aquatic or marine animals, disruption of food chain, and human health. The biggest problem associated with dumping of pollutants in the water is the killing of animals which are living in the water. Animals like fish, crabs, seagulls, dolphins, etc. get killed and many times it gets washed away into the shores. It also affects the life cycle of marine animals and also affects their breeding capacity. Second one is disruption of food chain. Many of the pollutants into the water body contains harmful substances like pesticides, methyl content, etc. And many of these now are not soluble in the water. And it may get accumulated in the body of various marine organisms, and as and when it passes up the food chain, this will affect the other elements in the food chain. This process is known as biomagnification. We can give an example over here where zooplankton. Zooplankton are very minute organisms in the water bodies. When the polluted water is containing harmful chemicals and zooplanktons are consuming this harmful chemicals, it gets carried off from the body of zooplankton to the small fish, and from the small fish into the big fish, and from the big fish it may reach the body of the birds which are consuming the big fish. So it results in the disruption of food chain. Third one is human health. There are various waterborne diseases which we all know. Similarly, toxic substances which are polluting the water also affects the human health. Various heavy metals like lead, mercury, cadmium, etc. causes various diseases. In the year 1953, the people in Japan faced the problem of mercury which was dumped into the water. And there was this disease which was known as Minamata disease which occurred due to the consumption of this water which contained mercury in it. Similarly, there is arsenic pollution in the groundwater in Bangladesh, etc., where it creates various types of abnormalities. So these are the effects of water pollution. In this slide, you can see the picture of a whale which died with around 80 pounds of plastic in its stomach. This picture reveals the problem of water pollution. You can see here several plastic items which has been consumed by the whale. The next slide is about prevention and control of water pollution. This is a very general topic where you can write it in your own words. Still, these are the points. Judicious use of agrochemicals and pesticides during agriculture or during farming. Not throwing chemicals, oils, paint, etc. into the water sources. Planting more trees for preventing fertilizer, pesticides, and contaminated water from running off into nearby water sources. And treatment of sewage and wastewater. In this slide, you can see here certain general principles with respect to water treatment. It is divided into 4 stages: screening, primary treatment, secondary treatment, and final treatment. Let us see how it is working. First, large pipes take the contaminated water or the water which is supposed to be treated into the first stage, that is the screening stage. In this stage, the wastewater treatment process begins. Here, Large objects like sanitary items, cotton buds, broken bottles, plastic bottles, etc. are removed. Okay, and then the remaining water is moved to the second stage where primary treatment happens. In this stage, it involves the separation of organic solid matter, or it may contain human waste from this wastewater, and this is actually put into large settlement tanks where the solid substances get settled down, or it sinks down to the bottom of the tank, and these settled solids are known as sludge. From here it moves into the third stage, that is secondary treatment, where the water in this stage is put into large rectangular tanks, and air is pumped into this water very forcefully in order to encourage the bacteria to break down the water into again small particles. Then comes the last stage. Now the water is almost treated. Now in this final treatment, the almost treated water is passed through a settlement tank, and any more sludge, if it is remaining, is found at the bottom of the tank. Again, the sludge is scraped away and collected for treatment. Water at this stage is almost free from harmful substances and chemicals. Now this water is moved over a wall where it is again filtered through a bed of sand in order to remove any other particles. Then after this, the filtered water is then released into the river. These are just common guidelines which explains about the water treatment facilities. Several industries follow this, and several other industries have many more bigger and complex engineering approaches to treat the wastewater. So that was about the concept of water pollution. We have seen the meaning of water pollution, then sources, types, causes, effects, treatment of water pollution, etc. Thank you.